In the decades following the final mission of the Apollo program, humanity's presence beyond low Earth orbit faded into history. The footprints left in lunar dust remained undisturbed, and the Moon, once a destination, became a symbol of a past achievement rather than a future goal. For years, robotic missions carried the torch of exploration, but the human journey outward had paused. That long pause began to end with the emergence of the Artemis program, a bold and carefully structured plan to return humans to the Moon and establish a sustainable presence there. But Artemis is not just about revisiting old ground. It is about building a foundation for something much larger: missions to Mars, deeper exploration of the solar system, and a permanent human foothold beyond Earth. At the center of this effort stands Artemis 2, a mission that represents a turning point in modern spaceflight. Unlike Artemis I, which demonstrated that NASA systems could survive the journey to the Moon and back without a crew, Artemis 2 is the moment those systems are entrusted with human lives. It is the bridge between testing and true exploration. The mission begins on the ground, long before the rocket ever leaves the launch pad. Engineers, scientists, and astronauts spend years preparing for this flight, testing hardware, simulating emergencies, and refining every procedure. Every component is examined in extraordinary detail, because once the mission begins, there is no quick return, no easy rescue. Deep space demands perfection. When launch day finally arrives, all eyes turn to the Kennedy Space Center, where the most powerful rocket ever constructed stands ready: the Space Launch System. Towering above the launch pad, it represents decades of engineering and the combined effort of thousands of people. At ignition, the silence of anticipation is shattered. Engines roar to life, and within seconds, the rocket begins to rise, slowly at first, then with gathering speed. Flames and exhaust billow beneath it as it climbs into the sky, carrying with it not just a spacecraft, but the ambitions of a new generation. Inside the rocket sits the Orion spacecraft, a vehicle designed specifically for the challenges of deep space. Its systems are built to sustain life far beyond Earth's protective magnetic field, where radiation levels increase and conditions become far more hostile. On board are 4 astronauts: Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen. Each brings years of training and experience, but together they represent something more: an international step forward in human exploration, with Hansen becoming the first Canadian to journey to the Moon. The ascent phase is a carefully choreographed sequence. Within minutes, the solid rocket boosters detach, having expended their fuel, and fall away into the ocean. The core stage continues firing, pushing the spacecraft into orbit around Earth. For a brief time, the crew remains in this familiar environment, circling the planet as final systems checks are completed. Then comes the moment that defines the mission. The upper stage reignites, executing the translunar injection burn. This maneuver accelerates Orion to tremendous speeds, allowing it to break free from Earth's gravitational hold. It is a precise and irreversible step. Once completed, the spacecraft is committed to the journey to the Moon. As Earth begins to recede into the distance, its vastness gives way to fragility. What once seemed enormous now appears small, a blue sphere suspended in darkness. Oceans, clouds, and continents merge into a single, unified image. For the crew, this shift in perspective is profound. They are no longer part of Earth's immediate environment. They are leaving it. Over the next several days, Artemis 2 travels deeper into space than any human mission in more than 50 years. The spacecraft moves through an environment that is both silent and unforgiving. Without Earth's magnetic field for protection, the crew is exposed to higher levels of cosmic radiation. Temperatures fluctuate dramatically, and the psychological distance from home grows with every passing hour. During this time, the astronauts conduct a series of essential tests. They evaluate Orion's life support systems, ensuring that oxygen levels remain stable and that water recycling functions as expected. They monitor cabin pressure, temperature control, and waste management systems, details that become critical during long-duration missions. They also test navigation systems, using both onboard instruments and communication with mission control to maintain their trajectory. Even small deviations must be corrected, as precision is essential when traveling across hundreds of thousands of kilometers. As the moon grows larger in their view, the spacecraft prepares for one of the most significant phases of the mission, the lunar flyby. Rather than entering orbit, Artemis II follows a free return trajectory, a path that uses the moon's gravity to curve the spacecraft's course and send it back toward Earth. This approach provides both efficiency and safety, ensuring that even in the event of a system failure, the spacecraft will naturally return home. As Orion passes behind the moon, communication with Earth is lost. For several minutes, the crew is completely alone. There's no contact with mission control, no real-time guidance, only the spacecraft, the astronauts, and the vast silence of space. On the other side of the window lies the far side of the moon, a landscape hidden from Earth and seen directly by only a small number of humans in history. Cratered, rugged, and ancient, it tells a story of impacts and time stretching back billions of years. Then, gradually, Orion emerges from behind the moon and communication is restored. Signals reconnect. Voices return. The moment passes, but its significance remains. The journey home begins. Though the spacecraft is now returning to Earth, the mission is far from complete. Systems continue to be monitored, data continues to be collected, and the crew remains fully engaged in testing every aspect of the spacecraft's performance. As Earth grows larger once again, preparations begin for re-entry, one of the most dangerous phases of the mission. Traveling at immense speeds, Orion approaches the atmosphere at steep angle. The friction generated by this entry produces extreme heat, forming a blazing envelope of plasma around the spacecraft. Temperatures climb to extraordinary levels, testing the limits of the heat shield. Inside the capsule, the crew experiences intense forces as the spacecraft slows rapidly. Communication may briefly drop due to ionized gases surrounding the vehicle. Every second is critical. Then, as the spacecraft descends further, the heat subsides. Parachutes deploy in a carefully timed sequence. First, small drogue shoots to stabilize the capsule, followed by larger main parachutes that slow its descent. The transition from hypersonic speeds to a gentle landing is a remarkable feat of engineering. Finally, Orion splashes down in the ocean. Recovery teams move quickly, securing the spacecraft and ensuring the safety of the crew. The mission, though relatively short in duration, comes to an end, but its impact is only beginning. Artemis II serves as a full-scale rehearsal for future missions, including Artemis III, which aims to place humans back on the lunar surface. Every system tested, every observation recorded, and every challenge encountered contributes to the success of what comes next. Yet, beyond the technical achievements, the mission carries a deeper meaning. It represents the moment humanity returns to deep space, not for a brief visit, but with the intention of staying, exploring, and pushing further. For the astronauts aboard Orion, the journey is both physical and philosophical. They travel farther than most humans ever have, witnessing Earth from a distance that transforms perspective. Borders disappear. Conflicts fade. What remains is a single world, fragile, isolated, and precious. And as they look out into the darkness beyond, they are reminded that the moon is not the final destination. It is a stepping stone. Beyond it lies Mars. Beyond Mars, the outer planets. And beyond them, the vast, uncharted expanse of interstellar space. Artemis II, is not just a mission. It is a signal that humanity is once again reaching outward, testing its limits, expanding its horizons, and preparing for journeys that will define the future of exploration. The engines may fall silent after splashdown, but the journey has already begun.